Hello everyone, Tammy Wilgenbush here. I'm not going to be doing any stamping today, but wanted to just show you some of the cards I've made using the new Eden's Garden bundle, which is now available. I did a video showing a card several weeks ago when I first got access to this, and have made a couple cards since, and it's now available to purchase. So wanted to just show you some of the different things that I have come up with and show you a few of the products out of it. I know I've showed you most things, but essentially another rundown is this is a promotion that the Stampin' Up! Is doing. This Eden's Garden bundle, which includes the stamp set and the dies, will be available in the January through June 2022 mini catalog. So this is a special pre-order promotion, but what is limited are the accompanying products that you can get. It has gorgeous designer series paper that is specialty and has very, very pretty gold foil in it. And I'll show you some examples with the cards that I've made. It has this cotton paper, which is a very thin, almost tissue-like paper, which I'm not so sure about. I haven't actually found that much to do with it. I'll show you one card with something that I used it for, but other than that, I'm having a hard time finding things to use it for. And then we have finally got, when I did this before, we did not have the garden gems in, and these are very pretty gems that are soft succulent and then cherry cobbler. So they're very pretty. I love the look of the soft succulent. They're almost iridescent. So very, very pretty. I'm excited we finally got these in. I only have one card so far with those on them, but hopefully I will be adding them to more. And so you can get any of these products individually, or you can get everything in a bundle. And again, the designer series paper, cotton paper, and gems are available only as supplies last. So I would get in there early and buy them, because especially our specialty designer series paper lately has been going extremely fast. So let me show you. So this is the stamp set and the dies. Has very pretty dies and very pretty stamp set, and these are distinctive stamps, so they have varying colors in them, and they're really, really pretty. I just love them. So let me show you some of the cards that I've made. I made a small 3x3 just little thank you card, and this is and I think the colors for Eden's Garden of the designer series paper are, well, the gold foil, but then also evening evergreen and soft succulent, which are new in colors from this year. And so this, I stamped the larder stamp with some of in evening evergreen. I stamped some of the smaller, and I'm not sure which one, but one of these two, I think it was this one, in soft succulent, and then this smaller one in the cherry cobbler for an accent. And I have to say, I really like the look of the layering with the soft succulent and the gold cobbler. And then I just used gilded gems because I didn't have the garden gems yet, but this would look really pretty with cherry cobbler gems. I believe this is a bookbinding card, and I'm pretty sure this is what I did my earlier video on. And again, you can kind of see the paper is very pretty. It has the gold foils, and the accents for the dies are really pretty. I cut some out so you could kind of see what they look like. This is the larger die, and I have this on one card. And I will say this is actually pretty easy to cut out, even though it has all of these little details. They actually punch out very good. Sometimes with dies, I have a hard time when they have all the intricate details that they don't punch all the way through, even if I run them through a couple times, but this one does really well. And then I have the smaller frame dies. And again, this one does pretty good. Again, with the thicker paper, it sometimes, especially on some of these really fine ones, you have to run it through several times to make sure that it cuts all the way through. But they're really pretty, and these in particular are pretty easy to use. And the nice thing about all of these dies is they layer nicely. So if you want to conserve paper, like you can cut this one out, and then you're left with this whole middle piece, and you can then put the, you know, you can cut this out with the leftover middle piece, and then you're left with another middle piece, which then you can cut out one of these leaves. So you don't get a lot of waste, which I really like the way that they layered those all together. So those are the frames, and then these are the pretty leaves, and I just cut one out in each of the 3 colors, and I pretty much use these on all of the cards. They're just very easy to use as accent pieces. So, and they just cut out very easily. The die which I do have here is, this is a nice die where you can put the sentiment on, and I have one in gold too. And again, this has some really nice details, but it cuts out really easy. And then the last one, and I haven't used this, I don't think, on any of my cards yet, but it's this border piece. And it's really cute, and I've seen a lot of people use it. I guess I'm just not creative enough right now. I need to find some ideas to how to use the different border in some things. But again, that cuts out really easily, and so these dies are really pretty. So I really like this bookbinding card, and I have full details on that. But some of the other cards, I did just a simple Z fold. And again, you can see the paper. This is probably my favorite designer series paper here. It just has the really nice gold foil accents. And again, I kind of did the layering look, and these were just really easy to do. I just tacked them on, the leaves on, and then kind of put the bow over it. And so it kind of hides the glue, or the glue that's kind of holding those on. And so just a nice simple Z fold card. And again, this one doesn't use a lot of any other accents, just the little leaves there. Now this one is where I used the tissue paper, and I got the idea from somebody else. They kind of crinkled it up and used it as a backdrop. So that's kind of what I did, and I do like the look. Again, if you're one that really likes using tissue paper and vellum, it's probably worth it. I probably wouldn't. I think it's something that I don't use a lot of. But then this is the larger frame die, and I kind of just cut some white paper behind it, and then just tried to do some shading back there so it kind of hides it and kind of blends in with the back, so you can't tell that the white doesn't go all the way across. And it's punched up with dimensionals, and then the frame is just glued to the white part, so it actually kind of sits up on the card, which I really liked. So, and again, it's fun. These stamps, you can just use the evening evergreen and soft succulent and cherry cobbler and do some layering, and it looks really pretty. So I've done a lot of fun folds with these cards for some reason. I think I was playing around. This is a card that actually I made on a retreat for mystery stamping. And so another kind of fun fold where it opens like that and then like that. And again, this is using my probably my favorite paper from the series. And for this one, with the smaller frames, I actually have 2 frames and offset them just a little bit, so you kind of have that gold shadow behind the soft succulent. So I really liked the way that looked. And I have some brush gems there, or the the brushed gold, I don't know if they're called gems or brushed gold gems that are in the new mini catalog. Because again, I didn't have the garden gems when I did that. And so this was another, now this was, I was kind of playing around with some new fun folds, and this is a double Z fold, I think they called it. And so again, it's nice. You get to see lots of the paper. And again, it has lots of details with, it has the triple layering here with the soft succulent, the gold, and the really pretty paper. I have one of the smaller gold frames. I have the leaves with the saying here, and this happy birthday just fit really nice on this detailed piece here, and put the gold ribbon there. I actually was going to make this for a friend's birthday card, but it is something that is from a group of people. So once I kind of put it together, I figured that there wasn't really enough room for like 8 of us to sign here. So I made another one that I'll show you, but this was kind of cute. Gives you one little place where you can do a saying, but again, kind of layering some of the looks with a separate saying there, but just that fun double Z fold. And I will do a video here on the double Z fold. It's actually very easy to do. But today I just wanted to show you another idea of, you know, how you can layer all the dies and then the more of the paper from the Ian's Garden. And this is an accordion card that I did. This is the one that I decided to do for a friend, and you can actually see I finally had the garden gems when I did this one. And this just has a fun little belly band on it. That's just happy birthday, and then I just stamped some of the smaller leaves there and put a gold ribbon around it and tied it there. And then was able to use 4 different kinds of paper, which is why I like sometimes doing these different kinds of fun folds, because you get to use lots of the different sides of the paper, so you get to show off a lot of it. So I was very excited about that. So again, this has a little bit more room here where we can sign, since this is going to be from a group of us. But again, it just shows off a lot of that paper, gives you a chance to show off some of the different stamps. I just used a small stamp. It gets easily use different stamps there. And then was able to also put in some of the leaves there for a little bit of an accent. So yeah, so those are the cards that I've made so far with the Ian's Garden bundle, and shows you some of the different colors of the paper, how you can layer some of the different elements, and just again some different ideas. This is really pretty stamp set, I have to say. I have been very impressed with it. I love the evening evergreen, soft succulent, and gold together, and then adding in that accent of the cherry cobbler. It's just, I find it very elegant, and just it's such a nice neutral. You can honestly use it for Christmas, but also is just a very nice neutral all occasion bundle. And so yeah, so if you like the cards or liking the colors, you know, please check out Eden's Garden. If you have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, contact them to ask about it. If not, feel free to message me or comment, and I can hook you up with with this really pretty garden or Eden's Garden stamp set. that again, I have a feeling the designer series paper and the gems will go very fast. So if this is something that you're interested in and you like this paper, buy it soon. So hopefully, I know it's been a couple weeks since I've actually done some stamping, and so I've been getting ready for a holiday holiday work card workshop, but hopefully we'll do some more this weekend and get another video uploaded for you, probably with the Eden's Garden, maybe using something a little bit simpler without the dies for those people that maybe don't have the uh, stamp emboss machines, but still like the stamp set and the paper. All right, take care, everyone. Thanks for watching.